Hello and welcome to another interesting episode of Viva Barca, where we discuss on the latest transfer stories. We start with Julian Araujo, as the Barca defensive starlet is close to a loan exit, seen as an important asset for future. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about left back Balde, as the Barca youngster has still rejected another huge contract offer from Manchester City. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. When Barcelona were in dire need of a new right back in the winter transfer window of the 2022-23 campaign, Julian Araujo arose as a possible candidate. His name generated doubt from the get-go, given his lack of experience at the highest level, but Barcelona pursued his signing anyway. After an action-packed and confusing deadline day, the Catalans got the deal over the line, only to be informed that they were seconds late in completing the paperwork. The player would not be able to join the first team dynamics until the summer and was asked to train with the subsidiary team. The 2022-23 campaign is now past us, and Araujo would be training under Xavi Hernandez's commands to try and win a spot in the team in an ideal situation. However, that is far from the case. Barcelona see the Mexican star as an important asset for the future, but believe that he is in need of more experience before playing for the Blaugrana shirt. The club have been working on the operation for a while now, with several options from Spain and the Netherlands on its table. According to reports from Marca, the young fullback is now very close to signing for Las Palmas. The Azulgranas see the newly promoted team as the ideal place for him to continue his development and consider him as an asset for the future. Garcia Pimienta's side have been openly interested in the youngster over the past week, but reports brought to light that the Mexican was fully focused on the upcoming USA tour to prove his worth to be the manager. However, Araujo has now changed his stance and is willing to leave on loan, which means that he is now inching closer and closer to signing for Las Palmas on a season-long loan deal. The 21-year-old made 35 appearances for LA Galaxy in the 2022 season, but the MLS scoring one goal and providing five assists in the process. Further, he averaged 1.2 key passes per game and created six big key chances. The Mexican ace will hope that he can play regularly and get some valuable experience under his belt from the stints with the newly promoted La Liga side. Of course, Julian Araujo, of course, is a player that honestly is kind of harsh the way he's been treated. Like he has not even played a single game of football, and Barca wants to get rid of him. By the way, not getting rid of him permanently, but temporarily, they want to send him out on loan, and that move looks now very, very possible, as newly promoted side Las Palmas looks set to sign him on loan. And they keep talking about zero experience in European football. So when they were signing him last January, why didn't they think about zero experience? Why did they make the decision to sign him despite zero experience? It what baffles me. So it is what it is. I think the player needs game time to improve. He hasn't played football for quite a long time, because we quite remember when Barca made the signing successful in January earlier this year. It was just quite unfortunate. FIFA intervened and said the move came seconds late. Barca failed to finalize paperwork seconds late, and the player was ineligible to future or to play football. So he was just doing by training for these past 6 months, training with the B team, training with the senior team, and of course he hasn't played since last year, which is very, very terrible something for a professional footballer. And Barca know very well that if he stays next season, there is no guarantee he will play football because of his zero experience, as they claim. Then moving on to the final story of discussion, Spanish news publication Mundo Deportivo has claimed that Manchester City's interest in Barca left back Alejandro Balde is taking over and that the Premier League champions have made advancements towards the player by offering him a contract much more lucrative than what he is now taking at Barcelona. Balde's ongoing deal with the club runs until 2024, that is next year, and we have already reported that the team as well as the player are extremely calm about the renewal talks. This is why, despite receiving the higher token from Man City, the player has his mindset on succeeding at Barcelona. Above all, the fact that he has now made the left back spot his own is just another reason why he is not even thinking about leaving Barca. The report states that the 19-year-old defender is well aware of the offer he has received through his agent George Mendes. Interestingly enough, though the Portuguese super agent has explained to Barca that there is no better place for him than Barca. During his brief tenure with the club, he has earned his manager's trust, who is willing to experiment with the young star by approaching the games with different formations. Above all, it has already been established that the two parties have been reached to an agreement over a new deal until 2027. Balde is aware of the fact that Xavi would want him to succeed in offense. He knows what the manager demands and knows the system very well. Hence, there is no reason why he would want to trade a perfect life for uncertainty with Pep Guardiola's at Etihad. At present, Barde is still on his subsidiary's contract, but everything has been discussed. With Matteo Alemani, as soon as Barca get the margin within financial fair play, they will make his deal official. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.